Welcome to the Kennedy Report. I'm Kennedy Hall. Well, is there a link between the Joe Biden crime family, the apostate president of the United States of America, and Our Lady of Fatima and the coming consecration? I believe there is. Recently, a former Attorney General Barr, he appeared on Fox News, and I have the story here. And he says here, the article says here, and we'll get to the laptop in a second, but when the laptop from hell was released, just before the presidential election in 2020, Twitter blocked the circulation of the story, which contained the damning information about Hunter Biden, the Joe Biden family, payoffs from Chinese companies. It was a whole disaster. And Twitter blocked the circulation of that. And Attorney General Barr actually said that definitely made an impact on the election, suppressing that news. And he said just the facts alone were shameful, talking about what was in the laptop. And most Americans would immediately see what's going on and see how repulsive it was. Okay, well, what does this have to do with Fatima? If you want to know more about the laptop, that's another story for another day. But take my word for it, it's filled with some of the most corrupt stuff you can imagine about the Biden family, especially pertaining to his son Hunter and their dealings with China. But here's the thing. The mainstream media called that Russian misinformation or disinformation. They called what was contained in the laptop, or the idea that there were things contained in the laptop, Russian disinformation. What's the key date? Anyone in the crowd? Do you know the key date for what was contained in the laptop? The most important and damning piece of information about the payoffs to the Biden family from the communist Chinese, which was called Russian disinformation. It is dated May 13th, 2017. What date is that? The 100 years to the day anniversary of the first apparition of Our Lady of Fatima in Portugal. I'll repeat that. The most important date in these emails is May 13th, 2017. So, as we sit here with the errors of Russia having spread so much since the release of this laptop, or the finding of this laptop, we see an election was impacted, according to former Attorney General Barr. And we see that this Hunter Biden crime family, this Joe Biden crime family syndicate, doing dealings with communist nations, blaming everything on Russia, errors of Russia, anybody, now at the heart of the Ukraine scandal, happens to be an apostate Catholic family. And the revelatory date that is attached to that information is the 100 year to the day anniversary of Our Lady of Fatima. A lot of people were disappointed at May 13th in 2017. They thought something big was going to happen with regards to the 100 year anniversary of Fatima. Well, it seemed like it didn't happen. Well, guess what? Maybe this was the beginning of the end for the errors of Russia crowd that is perhaps facing its end as the consecration, which will probably happen the way Our Lady asked, is actually just around the corner. So in conclusion, I think that there is a link between the corruption of the American political scene, international scene in general, this whole errors of Russia onslaught against people of goodwill, Christians who believe in the gospel, and almost as if sort of like a providential sense of humor. It could have been any day. Think about all the days it could have been. May 13th, 2017. To me, that seems like a sign. Let me know what you think in the comments. This has been the Kennedy Report. Until next time, God bless.